Hey guys, Riley Spanish here. In this video, I wanted to showcase a little collection that I picked up. I am currently in a hotel room, but I actually bought this before I left town. It was just like the day before, so I brought it with me so that I could hopefully do a little bit of sorting, organizing, and conditioning of the cards to get them ready for my TCG player store. But I paid $40 for this lot, and it was one that, you know, was clearly just a bunch of old cards from a collection thrown into a box, and you know, not a lot of care taken into looking at them or anything, but that's why I got it so cheap. And so 3 WotC cards, that's it, or 4, I'm sorry. The Entei Promo, Cloister, Muck, and Magikarp from Expedition. Start with those because it's like the least quantity. It does go all the way up to like a little bit of Sun and Moon. So I have these kind of ordered by era. So we're starting with HeartGold SoulSilver, which has some of the best. So the Call of Legends, Lugia, and Reverse Hollow. These are, you know, they're a little scratched up. If I tilt them, you can see all the scratches on the hollow, but even in played condition, these are at least like 10 bucks a piece, maybe more. And then I just have to go through and see which of these cards are worth anything. I do like the looks of these era cards. Like, I like how the edges almost look like artificially worn. Typhlosion, that might be a cool one. This Umbreon, this is clearly like a deck exclusive or something, because it's the Shatter Foil version, but that should be at least about a $10 card or so. Very cool. This Holofoil, Fortress. Now this card, I did look it up, and it is not worth anything, but it should be. That is one of the coolest, just like stadium trainer cards, with the 3 legendary beasts at the Burnt Tower. It's like such a cool artwork, and not worth anything. You know, maybe 25 cents, but... And then nice Jolteon there. I do have that same Umbreon again, somewhere in here, but a non-holo version. I don't know what the normal version from the set is. I know that there's a couple different versions of this specific Umbreon. There it is. And then moving along, I don't believe there's any more HeartGold SoulSilver holos or anything like that, but I'll go through all these, see if any of the, at least like the rares, maybe some of the trainers are worth anything. It's like these trainer card artworks are just super nice from this era. I do have them just kind of in stacks by set right now, and that's how I usually look them up. And then whatever isn't really worth anything, I kind of bulk all together and try to sell it as a lot, kind of by the era it's from. And now I'm going to get into the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum era cards. Starting on top with this Holo Raichu. Very beat up, unfortunately, but a cool card. Holo Tyranitar, Rampardos, and then a bunch of non-holo cards. Not going to spend much time showing any of these off, but there are some neat ones that even non-holo, you know, just normal cards are still worth a little bit. And I do like to pad my store. That's a cool Pikachu. I do like to pad my store with a lot of like the commons and uncommons from sets for people looking to do master sets, because 25 cents per card really adds up if somebody's buying, you know, 60 of them at a time. And then some people just have like favorites that they'll go in and buy every Cyndaquil I have or something like that. There's Parasect Reverse Holo, and a Holo Venusaur. That one is quite nice. And then moving on, I do have the holos interspersed and in sleeves just because they I have them at the top of each like respective set they come from. It's a cool Bulbasaur artwork. I like that Raticate. It's very reminiscent of like Team Rocket Returns with the sort of CG graphics on it. Another cool Pika. A Hollow Mothim. It was just the Eclipse today, which is kind of cool looking at that artwork there. Reverse Hollow Charmeleon. Haunter, this Gengar, that's a cool one. A lot of big Gengar fans out there. And let me grab this last pile of Diamond Pearl era cards. Once again, nothing too insane, just a lot of bulk, and some of it's going to be worth more than others. Some of it I won't try to sell, especially if it's beat up. It's a nice heavy hollow bleed Flygon right there. Don't even have to tilt it to show how intense the hollow bleed is on that. Very destroyed Reverse Whalmer. Nice Dialga. This Baltoy for some reason is worth like $1 a piece, I found last time I bought a bunch of Diamond Pearl era bulk. You never know. It's worth looking up each card and then determining whether you want to list it or not, if you run a TCG store, that is. Reverse Gligar. Reverse Energy, Reverse Turtwig. And some promo stuff here. We've got this Dialga, Cresselia, the Lucario with that stamp on it, which I believe is like a Burger King or McDonald's thing. Another one of those Cresselia, Dialga promo, Pop Series Manaphy, a Shinx with that same stamp, a Pichu with the Platinum stamp, unfortunately just creased right in half and diagonally, and a Pikachu with some bites taken out of it. I really wish this one was in good condition. That would have been super nice. And then a couple more like Pop Series cards. Cool Pikachu one, Piplup. And that is it for Diamond Pearl era stuff. And now I will show the EX era stuff, which is some of my favorite cards from the purchase. I do really like the EX era. Pidgeot Pop Series, Ho-Oh Pop Series, some like starter deck types of cards, more Pop Series. The non-set ones I separate like this. These two cool Pikachus done by my favorite artist. I actually was unaware of this card until I bought this lot, so very happy to have, well, at least one of them that I keep. A Fortress here. I believe this is Unseen Forces. And on to Hold On Phantoms with a Reverse Hollow Absol. It's a nice one. A lot of nice Delta Species cards. Onto some Dragon Frontiers here. A EX Delta Species Marowak Reverse. Very cool card. Unfortunately, it is damaged in that bottom left corner there, but still, even as a damaged card, very cool. If you've watched me do these kind of unveiling of collection videos, you may have seen these a few times. These Dittos are some of my favorite cards ever. There's the Geodude version. Power Keepers Seviper Reverse, Hollow Dusclops, Hollow Mightyena. More Power Keepers bulk, basically. But even a lot of the bulk cards are good from this era. It's just surprising sometimes what is worth money from these. Be a random, common or uncommon that's just $2 or $3 seemingly for no reason. Very cool artwork on this Metacham. I don't believe I'd seen that before I picked this up. Nice Gardevoir. Still in Power Keepers here. Lots of Power Keepers. They must have opened a lot of this specific set. Still going on the Power Keepers. A lot of repeats. A lot of starter Pokemon, which is nice because those sell quite well for me. Even, you know, creased, damaged ones will sell for a quarter. Alright, and then on to some Crystal Guardians. Got the reverse Lairon and Diglett. And then Charmander, Charmeleon. Some Squirtle. The starters from Crystal Guardians have some very nice cards, though. And then, last but not least, a single card from Sandstorm, the Espeon. Very nice. And that is it for the EX era. And since I kind of went from, I went from HeartGold SoulSilver down through EX, now go back forward in time to some black and white. I'm not going to necessarily spend a lot of time going through all of this because I haven't looked all the cards up yet, but just a sort of explanation of why I hung on to them. Obviously ultra rares, even damaged ones like this, worth maybe $1 or so. I'm going to check out each reverse holo to see if it's worth anything, but rare holos from black and white, really cool holo pattern, and they all do have some value. There's the Radiant Collection Ralts, another reverse, a promo Zoroark, more reverse, Mewtwo EX from Legendary Treasures, another nice holo, Lucario EX from Furious Fists, which does not belong with the black and white stuff, my bad. Zoroark Hydreigon from Noble Victories. Terrakion. What is this? This is, I believe this is like a Burger King promo or something. Burger King, McDonald's, one of the two. Versus another holo Zekrom, Blackstar promo Snivy, holo Leavanny. Another one of those McDonald's or BK promos. And what is this one? I don't know if this is this a holo? Can't tell. Oh, it is a holo. I don't know. It does have a normal like set number on it, so I don't know if that's like a special foil version of something. A Blackstar promo Ducklet, a Radiant Collection Audino, Shatter Foil Samurott, holo Articuno, Kyurem, and another one of those McDonald's type of promos there. And then a bunch of non-holos, which I've decided to not set aside, but the best card from black and white, which I have in a top loader here, from the black and white base set, is the Secret Rare Pikachu number 115 out of 114. I'll be honest, I didn't know this card existed and I thought it was fake, but it is a very real card. Everything about it checked out when I looked at it. It's certainly not in perfect condition, but it's not like damaged. It's just a little rough around the edges, but a very cool card, and one that I was not aware of somehow. There's only 10,000 Pikachu cards, so you'll forgive me for not remembering one, but very happy to have that be part of this purchase. And then some X and Y holos, which we've already seen the Lucario EX, but so these from the Kalos starter set are actually, even the non-holos from it, it's a 39 card little starter set, and they move for me really well, but especially the holos. I don't know if it's like one of those things where it's a small thing and people are eager to complete it because it's got the starters and Greninja. Full Art Fossil Researcher, some reverse trainers and rares to look up. some Noivern's, just a couple of holo rares and Kalos starter set Pokemon that I wanted to at least check out before I put into any kind of bulk. And a little bit of Sun and Moon. Got the Lost Thunder stamped Tapu Lele, a Morlul from Detective Pikachu, Thunder Mountain Prism Star, and a Detective Pikachu promo. And there is other stuff in here that I'm not showing because it's just like bulk that I need to go through and sort out. The last item, also always check World Championship cards. I don't know about this Celebi, but I'm gonna look it up because it could potentially be worth $1 or $2, and people do buy them from my TCG player store. It's definitely a more niche market, but there is a market for World Championship cards, especially some of the old school EXs and Gold Stars. But the last thing that I did make its own pile for is all of these holos from Dragon Vault. Beautiful cards, a little 20 card, kind of not even an expansion, just a little specialty set. Which I've never opened a pack of, or obviously it came out a while ago, but all dragon type Pokemon, and did get 2 of the Rayquaza in here, which is really cool because that is one of the cooler ones. But that is all I really have to show for that. I did pick up one other lot with a lot of Wizards of the Coast bulk. Like all of this is old bulk WotC cards. I have not gone through all of it completely, but I do have a little stack of stuff that I thought was, maybe worth setting aside. I'm going through it to basically just get everything that's not in damaged or heavily played condition, but then certain stuff that, even if it is, I'll still keep, like starter Pokemon. But just stuff to basically bolster my TCG player inventory. Obviously, stuff like Pikachus are going to be a popular thing that people are going to want to buy. Squirtles, Bulbasaurs. There's a promo Pikachu, Pidgeot, some old rares, Victory Bell, Pinsir, Scyther, Lass, a couple of her, Imposter Oak. There's some bulk trainer cards. And then, actually, oh, never mind. They are not bulk trainer cards. I lied. These, if you look, so on a trainer card, obviously, Shadowless cannot be determined by the edge of the picture box or the HP, thickness, thinness, but they all, the normal trademark on base set says 95, 96, 98. The Shadowless also say 99 right there. So I do differentiate Shadowless trainers just to separate them, and that is what all of these are. Just a slightly more desirable version of the card, and then onto some Shadowless base that was part of this. Charmanders, Magnemite, Ghastly, Coughing, couple Ponyta, Nidorino, Magnemite again, couple of Squirtles, actually a good amount of them, Charmeleons, Bulbasaur. Shadowless is just, a slightly more desirable version. Oh, and then a bunch of first edition Team Rocket. Including a Dark Machamp. I think that might be the only first edition rare in the mix. Oh, and then here is where I was going through and basically setting aside the stuff that's in good enough shape to make the cut to be on my TCG player store. Anyways, that'll be all for today. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing.